And boom, we are live. What's going on, guys? Welcome in. Take a seat and get comfortable. Hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day so far. It's great to have you all here. Hope you're all keeping safe and well. So, on today's video, we're going to be checking out a band called Aldorfrea, and specifically, we're going to be checking out their recent single, which came out about 4 weeks ago, which is called Magna Pestilenciae. I think that's like Pestilenciae. I'm not 100% sure I'm saying that right, but hey, I'm trying my best. What can I say? You know, someone can correct me in the comments. So, been a fan of Aldorfrea for a little while now. It's been about a year. I stumbled across. I think the guy. I can't actually remember if it's just him or if it's him and a bunch of other people. But whoever, the band hit me up and they said, "Would you like to check out some of our stuff?" So on and so forth. Checked out some of their stuff, as the story goes. Ended up listening to their EP In Deepest Isolation, which is just absolutely fantastic. No frills, no nonsense, no core, no progressive, no dissonant, just straight black metal, right to the point, and I absolutely love it. Love the sound, love the mix, love the vocals, just everything. Absolutely love In Deepest Isolation. Go and check that out. I'm pretty sure I did a kind of like mini review for it on. I definitely didn't feature it on my channel. The only time I've had these guys on on YouTube to do a reaction was for a track called The Hag, and that was about 8 months ago. That comes off of an album which I haven't heard of them called Thy Kingdom Cold, but this track is actually, as far as I can tell, it doesn't come off of that same album. This is something a little bit extra. Big fan of these guys, and this is coming from a guy that's like, not necessarily the biggest black metal head, but like I really dig what they're doing here. The jump in mix between In Deepest Isolation and tracks like The Hag, tracks like, what is that track called? This might start playing, but it's not supposed to. Ligradag. I can't say that, but anyway, I've not heard this album because I'm saving it, but I've heard a couple of the singles just to get me in the mood, and they've definitely taken the vocals sound very much like, they never used to sound like this, but now on The Hag anyway, they sounded like All Shall Fall, I think that's what it's called, by a black metal band called Immortal. Very kind of like Nergally style vocals. Little bit less of a kind of thicker sound that was featured on in Deepest Isolation. It's interesting. They're becoming more traditional as time goes on, as far as I can hear anyway. So without further ado, let's get into this. Let's get into this new track. All right. Okie dokie. Let's go. That's the wrong thing. There we go. such a curveball. So tonally different from their last releases. Magna Pestilence, however you say it. Let's listen to that intro again. That's got kind of like, I don't want to say dungeon synth, but like it's got like a very kind of like tavern, like drinking mead out of a gourd or like a goblet or something kind of like vibes to it. It's I think I don't listen to like the most amount of black metal, so I might be wrong here when I say that that's got a more kind of like folk style. The whole thing has got a more kind of like folk style black metal to it. So like the guitars aren't turned all the way up, the drums aren't turned all the way up. Everything's kind of more like gentle. Excuse me, guys. Try not to sneeze right in your ears and just destroy everyone's hearing. Such a curveball. Such a curveball. So different. Yeah, I think it's got more of a kind of folk vibe to it than the rest of their stuff. The rest of their stuff does. So interesting. And then that similar style sounds like Repeat. So, I don't know what to make of it, to be perfectly honest. I really, really don't. I really, really don't. There's one more bit I want to get to here. Like, what was that? I mean, when I said they were starting to sound more traditional, I mean, holy moly! Like, are they going to strip it back to the point where it's just acoustic? Like, are we going to get like an acoustic Aldorfrea next? I'm slightly taken aback. I enjoyed it, but I think it was well written. It was interesting. It was a lot of fun. But I think that we might have found kind of like the limit to like the style of black metal that I'm going to get like super hyped for. I think I need my black metal to just be a little bit less folky, a little bit less stripped back than that. Maybe with like the guitars just a little bit louder, the snare a little bit louder, maybe some variety on the vocals. I don't mind those vocals, but it would be nice to maybe hear a little bit more variety. There was more variety on like their earlier stuff where there was like different like black metal vocal techniques, but that kind of like very like immortal sounding, almost like narration style, I do like it. It hits the ears really, really weird. Like it's probably just the fact that I'm not used to hearing like those kind of black metal, kind of raspy, almost narration style vocals done with like mixed like that and done in that way. Because I don't listen to, as I've said 100 times in this video, I don't listen to too much black metal. But a little bit more variety on them would have, I think, would have made it a little bit more interesting for me. There was points where the song maybe got a little bit plodding, because it wasn't doing a whole lot. There was a lot more variety on like, In Deepest Isolation. I'm not saying there has to be gutturals or anything like that, and I'm not saying the snare has to sound like, like a slam band or anything, but yeah, I enjoyed that. But to be totally honest, really just not my cup of tea whatsoever. Like, and that's no disrespect to the band. It's no disrespect to anyone that likes that type of stuff. I'm a massive Aldorfrea fan. Like, I really do like the vast majority of their music. But that one didn't. It didn't hit. It didn't. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. Not because it was poorly written. Not because it was just like shit. But just because, there's a limit to how far my tastes go, basically. And I think that was probably just a little bit too stripped back for me, to be totally honest. But for what it was, really, really good. And I expect a bunch of people are going to go an absolute bundle on that. So, yeah, what a curveball. Never a boring day when I get set up to do a reaction video. Never know what I'm going to be, what I'm going to be treated to. So, yeah, interesting. Nicely done, but just not my style of black metal, I guess. So I hope that isn't taken wrong by the band if they ever see this video. I'm not calling it shite. I'm not calling not throwing any shade at you guys whatsoever. But I think that was kind of just like slightly out of my not necessarily my favorite type of way of doing black metal. But yeah, still very, very enjoyable, and I'm glad I checked it out. So as per usual, links will be down below so you can buy some merchandise. It really helps the guys out. You can check out that track yourself. Links to their social medias, links to where you can stream the music will all be down below. Please remember to click on every single one. Hit them up with a follow, like all their posts, order some merchandise, order a tape, order a vinyl, because it's a black metal band. Fine well they've got at least tapes, probably vinyl on the way, I imagine. Just do whatever you can to support, because I'm a big fan of Aldorfrea, and I'm gonna go and check out Thy Kingdom Cold once I finish up here, which will be imminently. See what other tricks they've got up their sleeve there, because Thy Kingdom Cold really could sound like anything. Because they stripped it back so way. Yeah, 10 out of 10 for originality as well. Like really, like taking a lot of the metallic, a lot of the kind of like very, very loud, sharp aspects of black metal and making it kind of warmer, giving it that more folky sound. If I'm using folk black metal or folk in general, if I'm using that wrong, someone can correct me in the comments. But yeah, enjoyable shit. Yeah, enjoyable shit. Very, very interesting. So one more time, Aldorfrea, Magna Pestilenciae. Go check that shit out. I'm going to go and check out the album that I was just talking about. Thank you very much, guys. Take it easy, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.